Scott, thank you for joining us. We're heading into another busy period around Easter. First off, with a game against Bradford here at the Broadfield on Friday. What are your thoughts heading into that game?
Obviously, it's going to be a tough game. Bradford are obviously in the playoffs and they'll want to stay in there. So they've the last game they won against Grimsby Town. Before that, they drew a lot of games. So, it's going to be a tough game. They've got some good players. They've got a good style of play out from the back through the thirds, fast attacking. Obviously, they've got kind of a different in terms of Cook at the top of the pitch, so they can go direct as well. So yeah, we're fully expecting a tough game, but we're really focused. We know what we've got to do. We're really looking forward to the game, and yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, obviously that game against Mansfield did end a 5-game unbeaten streak for us. Having had more time to reflect on it, analyse it, is there anything that you can detect that went wrong, or would you say that it's just a blip and that your side is fully focused on getting the 3 points?
No, we're fully focused on the next game. We always will be, because we know what we've got to do. I think that my opinion on the game didn't change when I watched it back and clipped it up. And when we did our debrief with the players, everything was pretty much the same as how I saw it on the day. I felt that we defensively was poor in moments, but we've done a lot of work on that this week. We've done a lot of talking on that. And hopefully we'll see an improvement on that.
Yeah, it sounds like a cliche, but would you have preferred to get straight back in action again on Tuesday night? Obviously, we've had a very busy period. This is one of the first Tuesdays that we haven't, been able to play a game. For a manager is in the situation that we find ourselves in, would you just prefer to get back on the pitch quicker, or would you prefer having more time on the training ground?
I think coming off the back of Saturday, Tuesday, it was important we had a clear week. If I'm honest with you, I'd prefer that, so we could get some much needed kind of rest into some of the players, and of course do a little bit of work on the training ground as well. So I felt that this clear week was important rather than getting back on the horse quicker. I'd sooner have a clearer week and then go into this game on Friday.
We speak a lot about the psychological, sort of challenges that the lads have faced this year. Do you think that Mansfield, will prove a little bit of a challenge for them, or do you think that based on the conversations that you've been able to have this week that, you can turn it around just like we did after the Sutton game and we ended up going 5 unbeaten?
Yeah, no, listen, every game at this level's hard, but every game at this level's winnable. I've said to the players this morning, my first game in charge was against Salford, who was 5th in the table at the time, and we beat them convincingly. And there's no reason why we can't churn another performance out like that against Bradford on Friday. So, we're more than capable of beating anybody. It's about our kind of will, determination also, as well as our application to have the confidence to go and play against the likes of Mansfield, Bradford, Salfords. All them teams at the top end, we've got to then turn up and play and try and get something from the game. We're fully focused. We know kind of what we expect from Bradford. We've done a lot of work on us, how we're going to attack the game, and that's what we've got to do. We've got to attack the game. We're not going to park the bus or sit behind the ball. We're going to go for it because we have to.
Yeah, and especially since you've arrived, we've been in excellent form, especially at home. How much of an impact do you think the fans can have this Good Friday?
Yeah, massive. Our own form's been good, like you say. I think taking away the Carlisle game, I think apart from that, we've been really good at home. Myself, as an opposition manager coming here with Swindon, know how hard this place is to come. I've said this before. It's a difficult place to come, especially for a team travelling all the way from kind of Yorkshire, all the way down. It's a long way. And then to come here, it's a difficult place to come no matter where you are in the table. So we'll be using that experience, in our favour, and hopefully we get good numbers behind the crowd, behind the goal again, and in the stands and that, and they get behind the players like they have done.
Perfect. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.